Our trip in Scotland always starts with a visit to Dave's snack bar, where I get a sausage bap and a cappuccino for the rich sum of something like £4.50. And there we go. Next stop straight away in Glasgow is to get a gas bottle, because I didn't have time in Northern Ireland to grab one, and this thing cost me nearly 45 quid, which annoyed me because they're only £22 in our local store in Derry. So we spent a couple of days with the kids, and then we made our way up to Kirkmichael, found a pub, had a night of being schooled in all games by Kathy, who beat me at the darts at the Connect 4. Did manage to get a bit of my pride back by beating her at another pub game I've never seen before. And then we just chilled out, caught some sunshine, and then we headed on up to Inverness, where we met our friends up there, Colin and Tony, Gina Martin and Tilly May. Actually caught up with them on the way here, to be honest. So everybody's getting wrapped up. They're off to a car boot sale. Engines are running. Say hello to YouTube.
Hello YouTube.
Say hello to YouTube, everyone.
Hello YouTube.
Hello YouTube users.
What are you?
Right, I see he's up there. So that's the convoy, ready to rock and roll. They're off to a car boot sale in Tesco's and all that sort of stuff. We did that yesterday because we're planners. But yeah, lovely sleep last night in Inverness. This is a beautiful spot. I'm going to put a link to this exact location. It's on Park for Night in the description. I'll mention it in the chapters so you'll see where to find it in this video. It's going to be a bit of a higgledy-piggledy video, this one, because we're not really focused on content, we're just focusing on creating the experience. But definitely make this a stop if you can. It's very popular. This whole row here is usually just camper vans. That's them pulling away now. So what we're finding, we have to sort of run like a pack of wolves. The slowest van, which is Marty's van, struggles on hills by his own. That's his own admission. Hours we can flies. We can do about, well, we can do the legal limit very easily. Let's put it that way. Right, better get going. Mrs. M is desperate to see the sunshine, as am I. So I won't show you Mrs. M. She's still in the pajamas, and we'll see you in a bit. Bye. Good morning, people off the internet. Well, our friends are heading to John O'Groats. We're not doing that. Been there, done that. Video here from when I was 50. So they're away up. They're going to then head left a little bit west, and then we're going to meet them in a place called Ullapool or something. This is what it's called. I can't even remember the name of it. That's why I'm not even going to attempt it. We're in a lake place. It is absolutely gorgeous. As soon as the sun goes down though, the midges do appear like vampires and eat the living shit out of me. But we came here yesterday, it was absolutely gorgeous. Today the sun is doing its very best to get out again, so we're going to stay here today and then make our way over to the west and meet up with them, because we found another lovely Park for Night spot. Van's all sort of clean. This feckin' thing has stopped working. Well, I never tested it. This is the Ryobi charger. We use it to charge the vacuum cleaner and the pump and everything else like that. Any Ryobi tools I have in the van that I also have in the garage. Anyway, I brought this. It's supposed to be a fast charger. It is a dead charger. It doesn't charge. The one that I was using, which was a slow charger, I left back in Northern Ireland. A rookie mistake. I should have tested it, so it's my own fault. So I'm currently editing. I'm going to take the drone up over this little lake here, so you'll see the footage now. Isn't it glorious? And we're just going to chill for another day here before we make our way to the town and call into Primark, buy some more shorts, because the weather here is unbelievably weird. It's hot as shit in the north end of Scotland. It's crazy.
It's lovely.
So I'm gonna finish this sausage sandwich that I made from Scottish Link Sausages, and then get out there and join Mrs. M for a bit of suntanning. See you in a bit. So we're leaving Ullapool site. Well, we're about 20 minutes away from Ullapool, and this lovely little campsite where you pay a tenner to come and stay for overnight, as long as you piss off by 10 in the morning. What I found is if you pay using the app, it's £10.30. If you pay directly on your card on the machine, it's a tenner. Save yourself 30p. But yeah, beautiful spot here. The only issue I had was the Midges last night. They sort of found their way into the van. That was fun, sitting hoovering them up all evening. Definitely worth a visit. Great for views. As I said, £10 from 4 p.m. till 10 a.m. the next day. There are other parking options here. You will get a lot of American tourists and the buses coming in every now and again during the day. But it's not too bad. And I've just noticed a little bike trail. Damn it! Could have brought my bike off the back of the van and did some riding about and getting eaten by midges. So definitely not going to do that. Right, we're going to head off here. We were supposed to meet up with the rest of the crew here, but they decided to go somewhere else. So we're going to go down to Loch Ness for a look-see. I think back in the day when my parents were not long married, I must have been quite young myself. I said not long married, they're probably married about 3 or 4 years. I have a memory of them going to Loch Ness, and I want to go back down there and have a look as well. Sort of follow a little bit of my mum and dad's footsteps. Loch Ness, and then we'll catch up with the rest of them, maybe in Ben Nevis. There's an inn there that we were at in my 50th celebration. Again, link up here. Don't know if you can put the same card up twice, if not, it won't be there. The midges are starting to wake up, so we're going to hit the road, get the van ready to go. The dogs have done their peas and what have you, and I keep picking up bloody stones in my flip-flops. See you in Loch Ness. We're at the side of Loch Ness and it's quite busy here, as you'll hear in a minute. A lot of traffic. But for what we've needed it for today, it's been absolutely amazing. It's a parking spot, but we've backed up a bit and there's a little area that we're in right now, and it's been great. Look, I'm quite a distance away from the van. Let me just show you what the van is. So as you can see there, all this space here, the van and a little access. If you really want to, you can get down to Loch Ness and see if you can see the monsters. The only thing we've seen today is 2 fighter jets and what looked like a Learjet. So if there's an airport near here, I don't know. Well, the fighter jets obviously are RAF based, but a private jet flew low as well. Not too, probably about 200-300 feet above the loch. We've been here soaking up the unprecedented sunshine in the Highlands, and it's been crazy. And we've loved it. I've just had a shower. Mrs. M's having a shower. I feel fresh and refreshed. We're going to go join our friends who are further down the road, heading towards Ben Nevis. And that's the plan for this evening. We've been there before in the T4 for my 50th. Probably mentioned that already. I'll not mention it ever again because it's all one video. But they do a sort of Guinness type beer there. So we're going to go experience that again, have a bite to eat and probably stay there. That's probably the plan. Done all with this lot. We sort of just tagging along for the crack and just going with the flow. So, right, Mrs. M, I can hear, is now doing the make-uppy thing, and I'm dressed for driving and I'll get changed at the other end. So for continuity issues, I'll look different later. See you in a bit. We're off on another trip to Morrison's. That's all we seem to be doing is finding toilets, finding taps to fill up our tanks and go shopping for food.
There's a shopping on me too.
Well, that's us back from everywhere in the Highlands. Last couple of days were in Ben Nevis, and we managed to get the vans all together on one of the nights in just a Nevis sort of trial pack someplace. Again, here, my head's a blur. And then it was at the foothills of Ben Nevis and it was lovely. And then we stayed in Glen Nevis Caravan Park last night. That was nicely laid out. We didn't really need to be on that site, to be honest. This van has really proved itself over the last 2 weeks. I would say the only thing we've ever needed over the last 2 weeks is somewhere to dump our waste and somewhere to fill our tanks. Now, in Scotland, we have found a number of places that you can do that, and those have been top notch. Haven't had a bad one yet. We even found one where they were accepting donations, so we made a donation, and it's right at this point now that Lucky decides to become all noisy and vocal. Go and lie down. So yeah, like I said, this week's been fantastic. We're back in Glasgow, just picking up a few bits and pieces from the kids to take back to Northern Ireland, and one of them is even a dog. We're taking my son's dog over to his mum, and we're going to look after him. Jesus, now Milo's at it. Go on, shush. Shut up. So, going to put all this together. This is probably the last part of the video, and hope you enjoyed some of the scenery. Ben Nevis was beautiful, great company, and we're just looking forward to getting back home and seeing the other kids as well. So it's been a lovely round trip, seeing everybody and doing a big tour of basically Scotland. So until the next adventure, which is probably not going to be an adventure, it's just normal life. We'll see you in the next video. Bye. Did you have to sneeze? Really?